It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Colorado Rockies and the Cincinnati Reds. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Luis Castillo is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, just like batters go into slump, pitchers go into slumps too. This guy really struggled in his last one. He took the loss and wasn't able to get out of the 3rd inning. Hopefully he can flip that mojo around in this one.
Now batting, Garrett Hampson, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Colorado, the second baseman.
First pitch on its way. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Hit out towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, I was interested to see what he was going to do in a 3-1 count. Was he willing to take it full, work the pitcher a little bit more, or because he had count leverage, was he going to come unglued? They have an aggressive plan today. This pitcher's going to have to be on top of his game.
Here's David Freese to stand in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Lifetime in this matchup, he's 1 for 4. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Hampson gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. The 0-1 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Grounded back up the middle. There is Travis. The tag gets 1. Throw on to first takes care of Freese as well. It's a double play. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. What's the key for them tonight, D-Ro?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign. Hard liner to center field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Blackmon is on his way home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Puig. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Rockies lead it 1-0. Tyler Anderson, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And here's Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here. This team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Stepping in, Richard Farron. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Popped him up. Story backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third, the center fielder.
Digging in, Jesse Winker. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Anderson, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, it becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
The next 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Dahl, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds.
Well, Matt, it's pretty dry down here right now, but I am told there's rain in the forecast for later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Dahl on at first. Nobody out. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Puig is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring up Tyler Anderson. First offering on its way. Grounded to first. Farron gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Hit out towards second. To his left, Hampson. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
In now is Yasiel Puig. Head-to-head numbers against Tyler Anderson. He's a .333 hitter. High in the air out to center field. Cuevas is there. 2 down.
Batting sixth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And coming up, the still dangerous outfielder, Matt Kemp. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The next 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cuevas going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the throw in gets away from him.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
No balls and 1 strike. Comes set. The 0-1. Heading out toward shallow right. Blackman is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Back to the top of the order now, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat.
The second
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So 1 away now in the Colorado third, and that brings in the former World Series hero David Freese. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Suarez right there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for Colorado.
Digging in, Charlie Blackmon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And that's in there. Base hit. Throwing to second.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Into the box, Trevor Story. No balls and a strike to count. A base hit in his first trip. Comes set, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
Welcome back as the Reds look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there.
Leading off for the Reds.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The catcher, Kurt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball, 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Hampson is up with it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
Castillo.
So one gone now in the Cincinnati third, and digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the pitch. To third. Arenado has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Standing in, Jose Peraza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
0-1 pitch on its way. And he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Popped up. Lucroy moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
So after the line out on the fastball, might be a pretty good time to check out the pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Jonathan Lucroy. Hit softly on the ground to first. Farron comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the 3 up 3 down for Colorado, but they're up 1-0.
Leading off for the Reds.
First delivery to him on the way.
Richard Farron.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Popped him up. Lucroy over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jesse Winker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. In there, no balls and a strike. Suarez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. 0-2 the count to Suarez. Hit sharply on the ground. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Darren. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that ends the inning. Reds leave 1. They're on the short end. In now for Colorado, Noel Cuevas. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Noel Cuevas.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Peraza fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Tyler Anderson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And that's the second out.
Now batting, number 1.
Striding in for the Rockies, Garrett Hampson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. No balls and 1 strike. Hit hard to the right. Foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
To short. Story picks it up. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home 5th.
Now batting,
striding in once again, Kurt Casale. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row. Now in the box, David Freese.
Leading off for the Rockies, the first baseman, number 25, David.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. Peraza takes it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number 19.
Digging in and looking for more, Charlie Blackmon has got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Now Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB. This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Line toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be? Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 2-0 Colorado. Joey Votto is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Joey Votto.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. Hard hit at third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Peraza. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Skied into straightaway right. Blackman is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17.
Digging in now, Richard Farron. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Please. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Into the box now, Noel Cuevas. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The pitch. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Travis has it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting.
2 away now in the Colorado seventh, and that'll bring up Tyler Anderson. Here comes the first pitch. Softly on a line to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third. Into the box, Jesse Winker, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
1-1 the count. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Hampson is there, and he's got it for the first out. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Winker, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Digging in once again.
Leading off for the Rockies, the second baseman, number 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle. Peraza scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The first baseman, number 25.
Striding in, David Freese. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Travis fields it cleanly. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
The right fielder,
Charlie Blackmon will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
now batting.
Stepping in now, Trevor Story. As he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Rockies add one more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now a 3-0 Colorado lead. Sun Hwan-Oh is on the pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Colorado, number 18, Sun Hwan-Oh.
So here's Matt Kemp now. His career numbers against O. He comes in as a .316 hitter. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hansen has it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these 2 pitchers.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Kurt Casale. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
0-1 the count. And there's a base hit on the line.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Kevin Womack will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, Kevin.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Casale is off of first with 2 away. To first. Freeze is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Amir Garrett enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. A tough break there, and on one pitch the leadoff man's gone already to start off the 9th inning. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. This is line to left. Kemp is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Noel Cuevas. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
This pitch is popped up. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Nothing across. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Peraza. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
So digging in now, Richard Farron. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Up next for Cincinnati.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Rockies have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tyler Anderson with his 4th win this season. Luis Castillo pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Sun Hwan Oh works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.